Hello everybody and welcome back to the Level Up channel. Another video, another week. Let's go. We're going to be talking about wisdom. Let's get into the word. Woo! Alright guys, we're actually going to be starting in Philippians 1 and verse 15. So yeah, let's get right into it. Sure, some have preached Christ out of envy and of rivalry, but others out of goodwill. These preach out of love, knowing that I am appointed for the defense of the gospel. The others that proclaim Christ out of selfish ambition, not sincerely thinking that they will cause me trouble in my imprisonment. Why does it matter? Only that every way, whether from false motives or true, Christ is proclaimed. So what is Paul really trying to say here? Like, what is he really trying to say? Here's another verse we should turn to. Let's turn to 1 Corinthians 1 through 5. As we're in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, 1 through 5. So here, let's go. So, when I came to you, brothers and sisters, announcing the ministry of God to you, I did not come to you with brilliance of speech or wisdom. I decided to know nothing among you except Jesus Christ and Him crucified. I came to you in weakness, in fear, and in much trembling. My speech and my preaching were not with persuasive words or wisdom, but with a demonstration of the Spirit's power, so that your faith might not be based on human wisdom, but on God's power. That's what he's trying to say. He's saying your faith should not be based on human wisdom. A difference between human wisdom and godly wisdom. There's a difference. See, human wisdom, like the worldly wisdom, I'll call it. Let's call it the worldly wisdom. You follow the world's standards, right? So, your wisdom is based on, you're good with money. You're good with business, okay? You're really good with business. You're really good with money, all right? So you're successful in that standpoint because you have wisdom in it, and you grow in your business. And then you find someone else that comes to you, a young entrepreneur coming to you and saying, hey, I really want to start a business, and you're a business owner. You have a lot of knowledge and stuff about it. Can you help me? That is basically like worldly wisdom or human wisdom, however you want to call it. But if you ask God for wisdom, you can use that in the world. Say you're going back to that business analogy, okay? You can give that person business ideas with your business owner in a godly wisdom standpoint. Now you've planted a seed that's a godly seed that they'll be able to use and they'll be able to plant seed in other people, and that's a godly wisdom that you can use in a worldly standpoint. Really cool, because in James it says, but first, the spiritual wisdom is fruitful. It's fruitful, but worldly wisdom is not fruitful. Okay, you see, there's a difference between that. And that's why there's a difference between worldly wisdom and spiritual wisdom. And what's significantly better is God's wisdom. And see, once you pray and ask God for God's wisdom, He's gonna open a whole new door for you. It's absolutely amazing. Your eyes get opened up in a whole new way. You start seeing things that you really haven't seen before. It's kind of like when you get saved, you start seeing things that's like, wow, I used to do that, or like, wow, I've never noticed that before, but now I do. Like, it's totally crazy. There was this really cool thing that I written down, and it says that there's wisdom that is done by selfless works, and there's godly wisdom that passes all understanding, and it is good fruit, and it'll plant good seeds. And that is so true. And just the fact that, God, you are able to plant good seeds that God has given to you, and that there's God living through you, and it's God's words coming out of your mouth. Like, there's so much power in your words. There really is. And you're able to plant good seeds. You're able to create new families, your friends and your family, and it's just with your church family. And you get to, this doesn't even have to be just done in the church, in your local church. You can go out and do this in your everyday life, because God just doesn't give you wisdom to use one time. He gives you wisdom to use every single day of your life. Guys, the one thing to really take away from this video is to know the difference between godly wisdom and worldly wisdom. And the scriptures that I said to you today, I'll give you guys, listen to them at the end of the video. They're going to be right here, just right here. And, guys, just kind of take some time and read these. And I got these all from a devotional in my Bible, like a reading plan in my Bible, and it really connected them all really well. And it just meditate on these for a little bit if you really want to get to know like God's wisdom, and pray and ask for God's wisdom, and then read these verses so you know how to go out and use it, because it's explained really well in all these verses. And with that, guys, I'm going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. It's been awesome, and gonna try and do a video at least once a week at least. And yeah, you guys are so awesome for tuning in, and I'm so excited to see what else is coming, what's more is coming. So peace out, guys. See you later. Boom.